Hey everybody, it's Julie from Mystical Moonchild. How are we? Oh my god, that was so exciting then. Got all this stock today and wasn't expecting it so soon, and yeah, very, very exciting. Okay, now we're doing today's angel messages. Okay, so what is it we need to know? Angel of comfort, angel of challenges. Do I want to elaborate on that? First thing I get, angel of comfort. You know, once again, that's that grieving, that loss, that someone or a pet will not be around you, or someone has passed around this time and you're really feeling it. And you need to be comforted. And like the real struggles, thanks to the government, we've got homelessness. So many people will be spending Christmas in a tent if they're lucky, or in the car with the back seats filled with kids, or whatever, wherever they, whatever they class as a roof over your head. So people do need comforting, because like, what do you do in these situations? The support's not there. The support is not there, and people are doing it hard and they're really, really struggling. And then you've got the cost of living, where they're really stressing, how they're going to do this. Now, I know I'm saying this, but I'm not focusing on this, and I'll explain that. These struggles are real, but you can change your timeline. That's a whole different story. But these struggles are real, and people are distraught, and people are, look, they're at breaking point. But, this is where the government's put them at this stage of their lives. So everything that was, they did have, all that security is there no more. And that goes with jobs. Because, there's local people trying to find work locally and they don't even get a look in. It's, people from somewhere else. And when I say that could be a different country. That could also be from the cities or from interstate coming through as well. There's a whole lot of stuff happening. So people are they don't know. You used to be able to just walk into a job. You used to present yourself and they'd look at you, ask you a few questions and bring you back and say, yeah. And they never used to hire one. They'd hire a few. Now you need all this resume stuff and need all these degrees. You don't need a degree to talk to somebody. Yeah, and do you want to talk to people these days? There's the other thing. Are they going to be nice and respectful, or are they going to just want to go you because, they're combustible because of the situations that are placed around them? So this comfort at this time, I always say to people when they're in this crisis, it's like, just do what you can. It's coming from your heart space. You don't need a mile of presents to be noticed or a good parent. Do something on the day, Feed them what you can. Do something on the day they're going to remember the memories. They had fun. Okay? So this comforting is just so many levels because of all the uncertainty and insecurity around. So this is like this angel coming behind you going, you're okay, we get it. Also, you're so much in what's negative because of the struggle is real here. You've got this beautiful angel behind you holding you, going, it's okay, I've got you, talk to me. Because they're always around, but they they can't intervene unless you call them in. They're, you know, you got, well, every archangel comes with his legion of 6,000. So when you call in the big guns like Archangel Michael to clear any negative energy or to protect you, he's got 6,000 with him. Okay? They've got you. So just remember, call them in. It doesn't matter if you don't know who they are. Just talk. The right ones will come through. You know, you don't have to get yourself hung up on making sure you got the right one. They will know. And you ask. You ask 3 times and you ask them to be of the light. They're good. They've got you. And what did I say this one was? The angel of challenges. That's right. So it's a challenging time, isn't it? You got Christmas. You got family situations. You've got to splice your energy into so many different places to be here and to be there, and so no one gets their nose out of joint. You know, like challenges are real. Challenges are real. But you know, this is where you got to go, okay, I'm going to have to set some boundaries here. And maybe it's you do one place 1 year, another. Like if people don't like it, it's like, what can you do if you're feeling that it's too much? You know, you've got your own family, your own partner. You want to do your own things. You do what you can. You can invite them to yours, or, you know, you delegate. Or you all come together and swap houses every year. Like, you know, you got to make this so it works. And nobody needs to get their nose out of joint, okay? Because that's a perception. So they need to look into that deeper. You're one person. You can only do what you can do. You can't do everything. And you want everybody to be happy. And it's really hard to please everybody. So sometimes you got to step back and stop being the people pleaser. And go, okay, what do you want to do this Christmas? You know, all of this stuff, which is beautiful, but it's for one day. It's almost like a marriage, isn't it? How you plan and plan ahead, and you got to get this right and get that, and it's like, you know, you're worn out by the time you get there. You got to put boundaries in place. So those challenges can just, you know, dissipate. That's not what Christmas is about. It's about being happy, enjoying your day. You know, and if you've got children around you, it's their day, which is really, really special. Children are the innocents. Children you just love. Everybody else has to just think about that for a moment too when there's kids involved. So don't be hard on yourself. You're doing the best you can do. And let's find a way of eliminating some of these challenges. Bring out your warrior woman. Your goddess energy. But with whatever direction you choose, you must be true to you. That, in the end, is the main thing. Because if you don't honour you, nobody else will. And that's a sad fact. And you just think you're giving and trying to please everybody because that's what they expect. And if you don't, you're going to be a so-and-so. It's like... And you go and do it, and yet then they just laugh at you anyway because you know what? You're so reliable. They can depend on you. Everyone needs to step up, and you need to set your boundaries. So make your Christmas a beautiful time of the year. Because it's all about, you know, what that means to you. And maybe that's just nice and peaceful. Maybe it's a half a day, you know, where you can do a nice luncheon and then you can chill out that night. Or you do it, you know, whatever suits you. And everybody's got to comply to that. And if they're not happy, well, there's nothing you can do about that. But your boundary is what you think is your priorities. And then you can enjoy the day. Otherwise, challenges will keep coming. Those obstacles will still be there. You'll be running around. You don't need to feel all alone and that you're doing it all yourself. And that you're doing it all yourself. Because it's your time. So, I wish everybody the best on that, and for everybody that's in those situations I've talked about. I have no words for you guys. It's just one of those times in history, and it's like, how did we get to this point? Well, we all know how, but why was nothing done about it? It should have never got to where it is. It's just starting to become like your chess piece on a chessboard. What can we do? How can we throw him into this? How can we do that? What will make him like really get furious? How much can they take? So my advice is breathe. Bring in positive thoughts. Don't focus on all that absolute BS crap, whatever you want to call it. Write down what it is, what this country means to you. What is it that you want out of Christmas? How can you bring that to you the way that you want? How can you keep those happy that you want to keep happy? Not everyone that expects it. Don't beat yourself up over everything, because you can only do what you can do. What are your priorities at this time of the year? Okay? Because, less is best. Peace. Listen. Peace. So simple. Let's go back and just do it simple ways. Not the hustle and bustle. So, yeah. I have no more words to say about this, but I know everybody's feeling it, and it's really, really hard. And my heart goes out to each and every one of you that is, in some sort of crisis situation, and, there's no doors opening. And on that too, everybody is going through something, so you're not alone too. It's just different levels at this stage. But you'll always find there'll be someone around that will lift you up. Okay? Because community understand this, and that's why it's community. That's when the good people actually just reach out. And also, you've got to understand, people are afraid of reaching out at this time too, because you just don't know anymore either. So, it's a hard one to work on. Each situation is a different challenge in itself with how you proceed further. But just try and chill out as much as you can, and make plans. Write down what it is you want the new year to bring in for you after Christmas. What are you going to start off with? What do you want to bring in? Remember, we're in a new year next year too. We're in a 1, and you can create this yourself. So this 9 year that's been a challenge on many, many levels, we can go goodbye, delete. It's going. It's on its way out the door as we speak. Okay, it's not long left. And then it's like, okay, I'm glad that year was over. And sometimes it can come back from 9 years. You know, what were you doing 9 years ago? That's, you know, been finalised in these 9. Goodbye. Bring in the new. Bring in the positive energy. Bring in the new beginnings. And picture, visualize the world that you want. Okay? And that's the thought you hang on to. If you can see it in your mind's eye, or you know what it is, you know, you stick up notes or something around to go, that's right, that's where I want. That's where I want to be, where it's peaceful. People are happy. You're more self-sufficient. Bit more like the Lemurian days. Yeah? Peace, peace, peace. Peace be with you all. Because you all deserve it. You lovely beings are light. Shine your light. Okay, bye for now.